Hey guys, it's Thursday evening. It's November the 6th. The month is starting to fly by. Almost a weekend, right? November. We're really not that far. What, 20 days or so? 3 weeks from Thanksgiving. Now, once we hit Thanksgiving, the day after, you can start thinking about Christmas. Not yet, though. We're just a week past Halloween, guys. I know some people mentioned that they have their trees already. You know, it's a joyful holiday for a lot of people. So if you need to get in that spirit a little bit early, sometimes we need to court that joy from wherever we can find it. Hey, Michael. Michael, how are you feeling? You've fully recovered yet, or still getting your energy back? Hey, Sniper. Give me a second, guys. So I hope everyone has had a good day, and will continue to have a good day as we go into uh, the evening. I was just talking backstage with the guests for tomorrow, and that is Danette Tierhard, who brand new book, One Foot in Infinity. I do not have a copy, but I've been perusing. Just wanted to use that word, perusing. I have been perusing the Kindle version, and it's a really unique book. How she has put it together. Very impressed, and it was fun talking with her a little bit to get to know her before tomorrow. Michael says I'm getting better. Still get the random coughs and cold sweats and shivers, but then I'm feeling somewhat better. I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you're improving. It says his new glasses arrived, very similar to yours, Eric, and slightly bigger than my last pair. Nice. I need to get a new pair, maybe in 2026. I do dislike going to doctors if I can avoid it. And right now, rides are a great commodity for me. Um, don't want to. I don't want to spend the money to get a ride, an Uber or a Lyft or a cab to go to the doctors. And I hate reaching out to people for rides. Um, so yes, tomorrow, Nanette is coming up, and next week, hopefully, we'll be on track still with Miss Bipper, of course, for Miracle Mondays. And I'll see through both eyes like one screen and not the three with the cracks in the hard lens, right hand lens. Gotcha. The one other pair of glasses that I have around here are bifocals. And I don't like wearing bifocals, they give me a headache. Um, and then Tuesday, I have um, Vicky Pope. I was telling Kat, Vicky Pope might be um, the most one of the most celebrated Course in Miracles student teachers that no one's ever heard of. Hey, Heavenly Star, how are you, my friend? Someone's birthday is getting pretty close. She's going to be up. She's been practicing the Course in Miracles since 1982. And I don't know. I had a one-up conversation with her about an hour ago. I don't know if I have ever been Hey, Jessica. Jessica, you going live tonight, right? At 6? I don't know if I've ever been in the presence of someone that loving before. Someone who just literally emits unconditional love. Um, this was our first face to face conversation, and she greeted me as if she has known me all her life. Hey, Cassandra. Sure, their blessings to everyone. Sorry, mate. That's okay. Tomorrow night. Gotcha. We'll be on the lookout for you. So, Heavenly Star, your celebration is going to be Saturday, right? Is this going to be an all day affair? Let's see. Cassandra says, Yogi, I love your shirts. Thank you. This shirt is a friend of mine owns his own construction company, Daniels Construction. If you are in the Maryland, Virginia area and you need, roofs, siding, I think, doors, door frames, window frames, that kind of stuff. Um, he's your man. Gotcha, Heavenly. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yep. I just saw it. Hey, Joshua, how are you? I just saw the email. Hey, Jonathan. Um, and uh, yes, I got you. I got you, Heavenly. Thanks, Cassandra. I appreciate that. Michael says, Yogi, guess what? One of my friends made an AI video of the Haunted Archives, and it's epic. Wow, that's awesome. Where do you have it on your channel? How excuse me. How can we get a look? Party is tomorrow. So guys, make sure that you are make sure you show up for Heavenly's birthday as well as Jason's birthday. Let's show up for our guys. Let's show up for our friends, guys. Jonathan says, "Hey Eric, I just can't hit the like button right now. I'll probably lay down for a while." That's okay, Jonathan. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. That's okay, Jonathan. Jonathan, everything's always okay. Everything is always okay. I quoted early this morning. Thank you, Michael. I got it up, and I will give it more attention right after the live stream. I quoted the great mystic, Christian mystic, Julian of Norwich, who said, all is well, in all manners of things, all is well. Jonathan, all is well. Cassandra says, is everyone having a wonderful day? So far, it has been a good day. Started off rough. I had to fast. I got blood work done this morning, so I had to fast. I had to put off my coffee and my meal for a couple of hours, my first meal for the day. I had some personal things, but it turned out to be a good day. Turned out to be a good day. Michael says, there's a link. Yep, I got you up. I'm going to watch it right after the live stream. Joshua says, Yogi and everyone here, I must admit something to you all. This is a great news to some of you and bad news for the rest of you. What's that? Hey, what's the matter? Just a moment of silence. No, it was a moment. It was a senior moment of confusion. What's that? Hey, 56. Jesus loves you. He died for so that you could live and then rose 2 days later. Well, thank you for that, my friend. Sonia says, oh no, what's the bad news? Sniper, let's see. What's it says? Hey to squirrel. Jonathan says hello to Sniper. Cassandra says, so as soon as it was time to eat yogurt, you ate everything. I'm pretty modified in what I eat. I basically just went ahead and waited until it was my regular meal time. And well, I did make a concession. I had my coffee, and I had a piece of toast with my coffee. And then I waited a bit, got in my workout, did some yoga, and then I had my regular meal that I was going to have anyway. Joshua is making my channel more insane soon. I will be seriously insane with most of my content. You have not seen crazy yet. Just when you think you've seen crazy, Joshua says, nah, you ain't seen it yet. Can you give us a hint? What kind of stuff we might expect? Simple says 56 or 566. I met a man called called Jesus in Spain called Jesus. He was a pleasant chap. Most excellent table tennis player. Did you play him? Joshua says, Jessica, I will visit you soon. Joshua says, Sister Star, happy upcoming birthday. It's a big party tomorrow, Joshua. Wesley says, for bread, do you go sourdough? What kind? I do like sourdough bread. I go Ezekiel bread. You ever had Ezekiel bread, Wasa? Heavy says, thank you. Zipper says yes and won. Went to 5 games, though. Awesome. I used to like playing table tennis. I wasn't great at it, but it was fun. Cassandra says, this morning I did a catering order. It was, wow, $2,700 for $75. Would you guys have done that? What do you mean, would we have done it? Would we have hosted it or attended or worked it? Jonathan says, have a good evening, everyone. I'm done for now. Get some rest, Jonathan. Well, Joshua says, example, I will upgrade my drink Power Sam from regular drinks to things like banana pepper juice, well, and hot sauce. How hot are you willing to go? That, man, some of the hot sauces nowadays, they literally warn you. 1, don't touch your eyes if you've handled the sauce. 2, when they mean 1 drop, they really mean 1 drop. You ever watch the show Hot Wings? What's it says? I have to look at that. Sounds familiar. It's pretty good. It's considered a live food. Lots of grains. It actually has lentils in it. Other examples include, but are not limited to, doing workouts in traffic. Well, be careful. All I have to say about that is be careful. Jonathan says, I don't think I should say how I feel anymore. It's stupid. What makes it stupid? People feel what they feel. So if it says grandma, 75 per person, you mean? Ezekiel sounds good. It still has gluten. Does it still have gluten? I'm not gluten free. but I didn't realize it still had gluten in it. And Cassandra says, yes, 75 per person, but it was only one order and it was assigned to me. But it did it. I only had 5 bags of food, uh, which was a catering bag. How did the event go? Joshua says, yes, I'm amazed by hot wings. It's funny. Hey, Joshua, you ever think about inviting people up for a challenge? Eat a hot pepper with Joshua. And see who can go the longest without drinking milk. See who can power slam something the fastest. I could definitely see you doing something like hot wings. It is a funny show. Cassandra says, yes, would have done that. Would you have done that amount of food for that small amount of money? I don't know. I'll be honest. I haven't had to make those kind of business decisions before. And when I have, like in my when I had a training business, uh, man, my wife used to get so mad at me. She's like, you are underselling yourself. You're not getting paid what you're worth. But I think it's one of the great things about owning your own business is you get to call the shots. So there's no one to blame if you think you could have done it different, and that's a good thing. You get to be very intuitive. My own, just the way it feels is, I think he probably did a good thing. It's an experience. You got to check. You probably learned something, right? Hey, Lucy. Joshua says, Silgy Bear, you're brilliant. I'm not brilliant. I have ultimate faith in Joshua. I truly, truly believe that Joshua is the energetic, amazing Joshua. I know he does not have the amazing in there, but my own belief in my heart, Joshua is amazing. So I see him doing all kinds of stuff. I just see him being very unique in what he offers. Someone who really, really cares, um, and can turn it on like that. He can drop everything and look you right in the heart, um, and offer you just great warmth and love. And he can also be extremely funny. He can be crazy. And the scary thing is, we've seen him be crazy, but now we know he can be even crazier. Hey, Lady Sky. Joshua says, you're all amazing. I agree. Oh, it's not my business. I'm actually working for someone. So, Cassandra, how do you feel about it? I think I might have called you Lady Sky. I apologize. Cassandra, how do you feel about it? What are your thoughts on it? Hey, Adam. Cassandra says, squirrel exactly, because I think what he did was he split the order. That is my boss talking because he wanted us to do the order together. So I asked him this morning, and we're going to get more for it. Lady Sky said, hi. I hope you're well tonight, Lady Sky. Cassandra says, for the pay, he said, no, it was just 75 because it was split between me, him, which was a lie because I did the whole order by myself. That's not good. Do you feel like you should talk to him about it? Joshua says the amazing is only my username, but that's because YouTube did this. Gotcha. You're welcome, Joshua. Again, I don't really see it as a compliment. I'm absolutely telling the truth about how I feel about our friend Joshua. I'm doing okay, Lady Sky. Hey, Cat. Cat's slow, my sweet yogi. He's talking about me, guys. Hey, Cat. Sorry. I find myself smiling. Cassandra says, I did and did not feel good about it. Well, can you move on from this point? It is done. So move on, put it behind you. These guys says, feeling stressed here, Yogi. Can we help you in any way, ladies guy? Adam's waving to everyone. Hey, toy pups, I didn't see you come in. Joshua says, to Puppy Mommy, do you know Vegas Dogs channel? Cassandra says he said he's not giving me no more money. So this is just me, not advice. Me personally, I would put it behind me. I would have a fresh start and move on. But I would be watchful, knowing that he's capable of doing that again. But it's no sense in letting yourself be stressed out about it any further, because now it's done. It's over. Uh, you know that he's probably going to stand his ground. Any argument is just going to be for the sake of arguing, and it's doubtful he'll change his mind, right? Cat says Cat loves Yogi. I can never get enough of hearing that. Flip Up says Yogi loves Cat. Yogi does love Cat. Cat says Joshua, I love you, Joshua. Cat says Cat loves Yogi. Joshua says, Cat, thank you for that love too. Love you too. Everybody's waving. Everybody's waving. Cat says, I just remember Yogi said something about reading the room before making funny comments. Well, read the room before anyone makes any comment. I think is an important practice of mindfulness because you never know what the conversation might be, as we mentioned. It could be something very heavy, something, could be going on in someone's life and they need to talk about it and they need sacred space. And we can really provide sacred space for someone. All of us can. So going into a live stream, I think it's always important what's happening. And is my energy going to be offered in such a way to offer love or offer confusion or whatever? That great, great prayer from A Course in Miracles, I'm here only to be truly helpful. Imagine that. Sometimes it's important to come in and make people laugh, right? Everyone can use a smile. The difference is knowing when to do it. Woohoo! Love all of this. Love all of you, says Sissy. Cat Staffin says it was not a real complaint. Let's see. Adam says, an old man tell me you better put it behind you because that's where it is anyway. Excellent advice. So remember that Gerald Jambelski said that forgiveness is giving up all hope of a better past. You're never going to have a better past. We're never going to change what has already happened. Let's see. Cassandra says, Yogi, my daughter typed that. I'm so sorry about that. That is not. I didn't actually see it. So we're all good. No problem. Lady Sky says she is stressed out. So, what's going on? Family. I'm not sure if you can, Yogi. I was feeling hopeful to get food stamps come this Saturday, but due to the ongoing shutdown of the government, it's looking like I won't have a good Thanksgiving Day with my family. Have you looked into the PayPal yet? PayPal or Venmo? Adam says, Sniper, I'm interested in old buildings and the pyramids and all that other golden mean sacred geometry places in a bizarre. Sissy says, I had a bro star. Joshua Wilson says, that's true. I've wandered into streams and made some quip, only feel embarrassed. It was poor timing. Yeah, and it's a great meditation. It's a great little practice of mindfulness. Every aspect of your life can be a practice of extending love or forgiving fear or just being mindful. Gotcha says, Lady Sky, the government is trying to allow people to have half the amount of their food stamps next month. I know this because you originally said this stuff. I've been praying for you. Thank you, Joshua. Cassandra says, sorry, Block. Cassandra, everything's okay. Pat says, that is tough, Lady Sky. But I think about our friends like Jake at Northwest, who is homeless and struggles to find each and every meal. Consider that, and I feel blessed. This guy says, yeah, that's what I've heard, Joshua. There's no reason any of it should be held up at all. Didn't the judge already come in and say that the money should be released? Sissy says, definitely feel some kind of blessed, even if it is a tissue to wipe the, where did it go? Even if it's a tissue to wipe the nose. Gratitude. Thankfulness is a beautiful way of cruising through life. Joshua says, true cat, ouch. And Joshua says, Lady Sky, just get your Venmo and your PayPal set up, and I'm able to help a little bit. I think there's a few people that would help a little bit, and that adds up to a lot. Adam says, I've noticed a lot of helpful people with the government creating problems with the shutdown. I hope that continues. So I hope we can start a trend. I knew what you were talking about. Gotcha says, true cat, and ouch. So, hey, Northwest comes in here, and he has a PayPal account. You can literally buy him a meal, and it doesn't take much. If hey, Kat, I don't know if you're able to, but if you are capable, I hate to ask if you could drop a link for Northwest. Hey, Parajat, how are you, my friend? Cassandra says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, my friend. I know you do. I know you need all of it. I hope they can get this fixed. Sissy says, gratitude is the attitude, even when we're just want to cry and cry. I agree. Parajat says, I missed yesterday's session. What did we talk about yesterday? I don't remember. Oh, I do remember. Squirrel Sniper. It was a good session yesterday. Really good session. Adam says, I apologize, but it just to say Marie Antoinette right now. The Beatles line to get by with a little help of my friend. Absolutely. Oh, sorry, guys. Gotcha says, Soul Star, we all have shoulders here. digitally speaking. Yes. What did we discuss yesterday? You would have enjoyed the conversation. And hey, Parajat, if you go to my channel page in the playlist section, you'll see a playlist for the Esoteric Lounge with Scroll Sniper, and you can watch all of them. Last night we talked about Western and Eastern spiritual traditions. Compare, contrast the validity of a Western approach, why people turn towards the East when there's a lot of unexplored Western traditions right at there. Why didn't Kabbalah catch on at the time in the 60s? This guy says, have you sing this song, Better Shape Up? I have not. That might be, that and Paradise on the Dashboard might be the two songs that I might not ever try. Hey, Lady Sky, never feel like like enough. Always feel like you can vent and that you can, whatever's going on, let us know. The very least we can do is listen to you. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says, good evening, Yogi. Good evening, Kayla. Kayla, how are you? Joshua says, my left side of my body is different today. How so? What was the way forward after discussing all the Western and Eastern discussion? We didn't really come to a way forward. I don't know if we were looking for a way forward. Any thoughts on the matter? Adam says hello to Parajat. Zip says the core foundation, oneness versus dualistic. With the dualistic comes from guilt of original sin for most. Kat says, no, Yogi, I'm not sending you a link to spend more of the money that you do not have. You're a much better person than I am. I am definitely not a better person than you are. Definitely not a better person than you are. And I don't think there's any way you could ever convince me of that, Kat. Did you guys see that? That's our first disagreement. Lady Sky says, yeah, Yogi, but I don't want to vent and be a Debbie Downer, though. It's okay. Sometimes we have to. I never think of you that way. Adam says, cat. Would that be like giving another cat to the cat lady? Cat's laughing, says she just got it. Oh. Because it's not right. Because it's not right. I just got it too. I just got it too. Thanks for Cat for pointing that out to me. Hey, even the strongest person needs a vent. President says talking about spirit and matter or spiritualism and materialism. Where do we draw the line? Would both be in balance or both be completely separate? I don't know if there's a difference, to be honest with you. Material comes from the immaterial. Form comes from the formless. Tampa says, but the real reason we look is because the oneness of the pathway ahead. Just says, yeah, Cat, and thanks. Exactly. Tampa says, how can they never not be separate? How could they not ever be separate? So both are inseparable. Well, get rid of the word both. Get rid of the word inseparable. And keep the word so and right. the Great Secret was given by the Buddhist Heart Sutra. Energy is form. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. And the operative word is. It doesn't say that form becomes. It doesn't say that emptiness becomes form, or that form reverts back to emptiness. It says here, right now, this very desk that I'm passing on, gently so, because I need to be kind to everything, is emptiness, appearing as form. It's not emptiness that has become form. It's already that. That's great news for us. Hey, Marlon. Hey, Anna. The bear, cat, and a basement. Surfaces both to different frequencies. So when we get to the ultimate non-dual state, Rumi says he, she, we, me, they, that. These are words that are not used in the Garden of the Mystics. So remember the operative word. Emptiness is form. Form is emptiness right now. That's the ultimate non-dual state. Again, that's why, in the Tao Te Ching, the yin and yang is not just the two merging, but if you look within, they have the dot representing each other, the perfect non-dual. Sissy says, because the ones who caught it and realized it could become led slavery mechanism over others became the leaders of superimposed modern world, which is now our current demographics. Hey, Parajan, are you familiar with Douglas Harding? Cat says, I had a cute little black cat named Lucy jump on my car in town today. If she stayed, I was taking her home with me. Everyone should have a cat. I'm not sure about two. T-Rex had a car, I gave it my mind, and it disappeared. T-Rex, what a unique band. Let's go back to the Clares. What does the Course Miracles say about the Clares? Not much. Not much. They are sort of alluded to in the text, and in the teacher's manual, they talk about our psychic gifts, which would be another word for the siddhis in yoga. The key is don't get caught up in them. Remember, a psychic gift. Don't chase them. When they emerge, they will emerge naturally, and enjoy them. They are another way of listening to God. But they can be a trap. That's what we need to be careful with. Cassandra says, I'm here just cleaning my kitchen. Hey, Chris. Chris, how are you? Chris is saying hi to everyone. So let me ask this question again. I asked it in the afternoon live stream, but then we sort of got on track a little bit. Hey, Chris, thank you so much. You get all the way down to the bottom. Chris said, happy Thursday. You give her a proper thank you. Chris, thank you so much. My kazoo bandmate. One day we're going to have to take our show on the road. I could see big things, performing in ballrooms, stadiums even. I could see Chris and I performing in crowds of 2s and 3s. Maybe even half a dozen. Kat says, Chris, thank you so much for supporting Yogi. He needs it. He gives away all his money. I love you, Chris. Sniper says, you're a gem, nature dog realm. She sure is. Hey, vlog. How are you? Diddy Sky says, can I come up and do breathwork, Yogi? Yes. Give me a moment. Chris says, love you, cat. It's where I can put the link in the stream. So I want to put this question out here again. Declares. For those who might not be familiar with the term, our ability to sense, hear, feel, think the subtle realms, the subtle information realms. What's the clair that calls to you? Clairaudience, clairvoyance. Which one is the one that works for you? I have a guest coming up, not tomorrow, but next Friday, who wrote a book on an ebook, and it's free. And I'll have the link posted when I set her channel up. You can get your free copy. Kat, I sent it to you, by the way, email. Using the clairs to hear a little more clearly your inner guidance, the Holy Spirit. She calls the Holy Spirit your inner therapist. I'm working on it, Lady Sky. I keep messing up. Talking and doing stuff never works out well for me. There we go. All right, guys. I know I've missed some comments. I apologize. Chris, again, thank you so much. Project says, hey, Yogi, how to practice silence and be silent most of the time, not saying unnecessary things. It's a good question. We've been talking about that. And I honestly believe the best way is breath work and a meditation practice, because that slows down. The key is we don't need to practice silence because silence is perfect. You never have to practice that which is perfect. But we are so convinced that we are our thoughts and not the witness to the thoughts, that we need to practice remembering that we are the witness. So every time we meditate, we're stepping back into the reality of who we are. Every time we do breath work, we slow our thoughts down. When things have become slow, now we become responsible instead of reactive. And I'm using that word responsible very deliberately, not in being blamed, but our ability to respond. We now have the ability to respond versus always being reactive to something. Does that make sense, Parajat? So it comes in not practicing being silent, but practicing being aware, practicing remember of what we already and always are. Blog says, how are you, Yogi brother? Good, my friend. How are you? Appreciate you being here. Blog says, I'm good. Chris says, love you all. Chris, what's new? Blog, I'm over at your site. I just wanted to make sure. I haven't seen anything pop up new for a while, and I wanted to make sure that I got everything subscribed. I'm glad you're good, my friend. So Lady Sky wanted to do some breath work. We should be all set up. If anyone else needs some breath work, let me know. Sissy says, beyond the physical senses. Adam says, your favorite quote from the Apostle Paul on love? Paul says, he has all the spiritual gifts, but you don't have love, you stink. Yes. Well said, Adam. He says, beyond the physical senses, declares. Cat says, Adam, I don't think it says it stinks. I think he says, but you have nothing. But I really liked Adam's colorful description. And it says, I'm good. Thank you, vlog. How are you? And Chris has been keeping productive. Love it. Sissy says, yes, please. So we're going to wait for Lady Sky to come up. I'm going to take my supplement. I'm going to take my supplement now. Paragraph says, makes sense completely. But one thing I wanted to ask was, why does Krishnamurti say only observe thoughts and his thoughts would be gone after some time, but does not address breathing methods? I don't think he ever, after he left his days with the Annie Besant and the, what was the society they were in? I don't think he ever talked about a method of anything ever again. His famous line, and Van Morrison made it into a song, Into the Garden. At the end of the song, he says, no guru, no method, no teacher. No guru, no teacher, no method. And he didn't really offer methods. But I think things that worked for Krishnamurti, I think they sound wonderful. I don't know how practical they are. My thoughts on the matter. Hey, Toy Pups. Supplement time. I have some friends who have had some very profound non-dual awakening. And they always say, you don't need to practice being who you are. And I agree. And that's easy to say for someone who practiced and practiced and practiced, and then they had that awakening, and then they say you don't need to practice. I think sometimes you need to practice remembering. Yep, he was.
Hello.
Hello. So, some breath work, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling stressed a little bit. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer on Benning.
But you know what? Sometimes when you're down, you just need to be down. And you need your friends around you. And you don't need anyone cheering you up. You just need to know that you're loved.
Yeah,
So,
I was feeling hopeful that I would be able to, hopefully, sometime this week, that the government will open up again. And I was feeling hopeful for it before Saturday. But now it's like looking, well, doesn't look like I'm going to have a happy Thanksgiving.
well,
So,
we have time. We have time.
yeah.
You haven't answered about the PayPal yet, though.
To be honest, I had a PayPal account, but they suspended it. So they told me if I make another PayPal account, it would be automatically suspended. I'm like, I don't know why they said I was
What
basically
about
like banned from
what about
PayPal making
Venmo?
accounts. Huh?
What about Venmo?
I've never tried that one.
It's really just an app that links up to your checking account, and you get a link, and people can Venmo you money.
I may have.
Bye,
I
Kat.
don't know about the other one.
Hey, Scott. Something to look into. PC says I have to leave soon. I got some things to do before I go live tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Wow, that is a long live stream. Lucy, if there's one thing about Lucy, she has ultra endurance. When she loves something, she puts it all out there, guys.
Lucy's awesome.
She
Lucy,
is.
you are an awesome person.
So let's see what happens. Look into Venmo. It's a pretty easy thing to do, and um, that way people can help a bit. And let's see, let's keep open to what might happen as far as the government. Uh, they are supposed to be. We have the ability, even with the shutdown, people could get 100% of what they need, and I think it's time that the politicians woke up to the fact that people need to be ahead of politics.
Yeah.
Feed the people.
Well, they were talking about giving partial of like half of whatever amount I get, that people get half of their amount, but I don't think half of amount will help out for people that are on food stamps because they rely on using all of their food stamps to, use for the month.
Right.
Because a lot of people have kids, especially the ones with kids. They rely on their food stamps.
And it's unacceptable that these people aren't getting what they need.
But President Trump wrote on one of his social media uh, accounts the other day saying that he will not allow SNAP, the SNAP program, people that are on SNAP, EBD, he doesn't want to give it out until the government does reopen again. So it's like kind of like a back and forth type game. You hear one thing and then you hear another thing, and like, what can you agree on? Come
And
on.
that's the sad thing is that it's a game, and it
Yeah,
shouldn't
it's like
be.
a cat and mouse game, basically.
Right.
I mean, this is just, it's going too long. I
I
mean,
agree.
Monday
I
made a
agree.
history of 34 days. Here it is Thursday, and we're still shut down. And I'm like, come on, guys. Just make a deal and agree with whatever, and
Agreed.
bada bing,
Oh,
bada boom.
want to give a shout out to our friend Chil Sal. He just came in and says, "Hey Yogi, hey Sal, my friend, how are you?" Chil Sal has an awesome channel. He puts in big work, and he is always inspiring. And man, Sal, you're looking pretty lean these days. Hey, Big Al. Big Al is saying hi to everyone. So let's do some breath work, and then I'm going to hop back in the chat and wrap things up for the night. So I want to take a few moments to say, talk to our friends. Big Al says, "Hey to Lady Sky."
Hello, Big Al. I hope you're doing okay, Big Al.
I don't know if you heard me this afternoon talk about. I was talking about that the ocean's breath, making that ha sound.
No, I left because I had to eat my lunch around that time. So I was probably not here at the time when you were talking about it.
Um, One of the best ways of teaching it, and I usually teach it by making that as if you're fogging up a mirror.
Yeah.
Um, but I was listening to another teacher teach it by having his clients say hi and extending it, whispering in a very soft hi.
Uh,
So now say hi, make that hi sound. You don't have to always go, with the whole hi, but the extended with your mouth closed. Does it sound like a little bit of a snore?
no, not really.
Does it? What does it sound like?
Mm, kind of like a humming sound.
Okay. Um, Turn it into a soft little. Make that more than a as you say.
Oh,
It. Yep. Now do that with your mouth shut. Can you
it's
hear it?
kind of like a humming sound when I close my mouth.
Okay.
It's like,
Now, um, now try to do it as you breathe in. Think that high.
I'll be. My mom is calling me.
Okay. Do you need to go?
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So guys who
So you can take them out, put them in your thing now, and then you can pick Sandra Baker. That's a nice longer.
that ha sound, all important. It's maybe the best breath that you can do anywhere and anytime to guide you out of any feelings of panic, anxiety, if you can't sleep, if you just need to calm down a little bit. And the key is it's literally a very soft, but you do it with your mouth shut. Hey, Carl. Carl, how are you? And then you do the same thing as you breathe in. Just that gentle ha, back and forth. So I'm going to set a timer in a minute. And that's all we're going to do. The only breath we're going to do for 2 minutes is that ha sound. We're going to wait for Lady Sky to come up.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
That's okay.
My neighbor was at my door.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, our friend Carl is definitely going to be live tomorrow. Good. So, if I can, let's recap real quick. I want to hear you go. And extend as if you're imitating someone who snores. And then do that with your mouth closed. And then do it as you breathe in. Very gentle. No strain. You're just imitating a snore.
Okay. Imitating a
And
snore.
yep. So I don't know if you can hear this. Here I'm going to go.
Kind of like a humming.
Sort of. And you want to make it as really light and really easy. And that's the only breath that we're going to do. And we're not
Okay.
going to do it for any length of time. We're going to sit. And so here's what we're going to do, Lady Sky. If you can go ahead and close your eyes. And take a breath in through your nose. And just release it with a sigh. Let your arms shake out a little bit. Get that stuck energy moving. Now put your attention on your nose. And breathe in through the nose, nice and easy. Nothing special, just breathe in through the nose. Now exhale through the nose. Just keep breathing like that for a little bit. Now take your attention and move it down to your belly. And notice that when you breathe in through the nose, your belly rises, and when you breathe out through the nose, your belly falls back. Easy, gentle motion, and you don't need to do anything. Just watch, just be watchful. Belly rising, belly falling. Watching the breath, breathing through the nose, experiencing that gentle motion of the belly rising and falling. Every out breath, you go a little more relaxed. And this next breath, make that really gentle ha sound as you breathe in. Like a little snore, like the softest snore that you can imagine. No strain, no effort. Don't worry about if you can hear it. And exhale with that little bit of a your mouth still closed. I'm going to set the timer. We're going to do that for 2 minutes. I'm going to talk through it very softly. Listen for the bell. Our timer is on. We're breathing in with that ha sound. Excellent. And what this breath does, gives us the ability to move from that anxiety state, from that level of stress. And every time we listen to that ocean sound going back and forth, every time we watch our belly move, every time we feel the breath come in through the nose and out through the nose, able to relax a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. That ha sound is your mantra. We got 1 more minute. Everything should be done very easily. No effort. Breath is flowing. The breath is the easiest thing you can do. In about 40 seconds, you're going to hear a bell. And when you hear the bell, let the breath go completely. Allow it to settle back into its own pattern. Dropping the sound. But keep your eyes closed for just a moment longer after you hear that bell. A few more breaths. This is called the ocean's breath. Ujjayi breath. That means victorious. And there's the bell. Let the breath go. Into this little bit of silence that we have following the breath. It's going to send a little prayer. That everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be all right. The true source of all good things isn't from the government. It's not from people. It's from God. It's from the source itself, the source of our life. And God never lets us down. All is well. And I love you guys.
Thank you
When
so
you're ready,
much for the breath work.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
I really needed it. Every time I do breath work, I feel more calmer and relaxed.
Yes.
Have that magic touch. Yogi.
Well, just want to show you guys that I care about you.
Yeah. And I care about y'all too. Everyone that's here. It's like
I
one
appreciate
huge family. We love each other.
Big Al says, "Is Lady Sky okay? What's happening?" Some issues. I don't want to go back into detail. I don't want to ruin it after we've done some breath work. But it's just the government stuff here, Big Al. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap things up. I do care about you, Carl. I try to show it every time you come in, my friend.
Well, hopefully I can come back up on the panel tomorrow and sing.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah. Since my mom quit her job, I don't know how I will be able to, but I'm hoping she won't watch any documentaries.
Right. Maybe you'll catch a little bit of time where you can come up.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Coco.
ask her tomorrow. I'm gonna ask her here to see if I can have the TV tomorrow around 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll let me.
I hope so.
Because I
alright.
want to sing. There's 2 songs that are 2 people singing. It's the song "You Better Shape Up" and the other one. What was the other one? I can't think of the other one, but
It'll come to you tomorrow.
yeah.
All right. So, ladies, guy, I'm going to ask if you don't mind hopping back in the chat, and then I'm going to say hi to those who've just come in and wrap things up.
All right.
Get ready to go to bed.
Well, thank you for the breath work and everything.
Anytime. Always.
Thank you, and I hope you have a great sleep.
Thank you.
Sleep.
I appreciate that. Big Al says, "You'll be okay, ladies, guy." Thank you, Big Al. I saw something on the news about that. Turn it off because the news is depressing. It certainly can be. Carl says it doesn't have a pool. Thank you, Wassa. I don't watch the news. I do online. I will sort of breeze through the headlines just to keep abreast of what's going on. SF says, "Thank you for being so patient, Yogi." Always, that's that. Always. Adam says, "Carl, that's all my kids ever cared about when we went on vacation. To still have a pool, even if we were at the beach." Huh, funny that. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to wrap things up. It's a great live stream talking with you guys, catching up. Let me give a little bit of a recap. Jill says, "Yogi the man. I'm just the man who watches the man, and the man is Joel Sal. Don't believe me? Go check out his channel. I don't know if I know anyone who works as hard as him with that big of a smile on their face throughout everything, and then comes up to the camera and has something positive to say, something inspiring to say to every single person who comes in." So, Carl says, "Yogi the man." Yogi says, or I'm sorry, Sal says, "Yogi the man." I don't know. I say Sal's the man. Carl says, "Yogi's name will be in the Irish news tomorrow." Which name? Yogi? Probably. Someone might say Yogi on the news somewhere along the ways. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy says, "Shape up or ship out," kind of. Maybe a message of the benefits of breath work. Good message, Lady Sky. Sal says, "I appreciate you, Yogi." Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you too. So, Coca says, "Night, dude." Tomorrow, we have the author. Brand new book. Just came out. I might be the first channel that she's coming up to talk. She's going to talk about a book called One Foot in Infinity. Here's the subtitle, we came to rewrite the code, remember the truth, and jump dimensions together. I really want to ask her about that. Jumping dimensions. She is a student she has studied quite a bit of Abraham Hicks, a bit of Seth material, as well as Course in Miracles, and quite a few others as well. We have a lot in common. She's very eclectic. She's also a performer. I think you guys, I got the opportunity to chat with her today. And then Monday, we have Miss Flipper. Tuesday, guys, you are going to love Vicky Pope. Vicky might be the most famous Course in Miracles student teacher that no one knows of. But everyone who knows Course in Miracles seems to know Vicky. She's been studying the course since 1982. She's the most beautiful example of pure unconditional love of anyone I ever phone wise, sat in front of and had a face to face conversation. Absolutely beautiful. I have a little bit of knowledge on the chakras, my friend. I'm not an expert, but a little bit. When I got certified as meditation teacher, as well as the certified 200-hour yoga instructor, they basically urge you to be aware of the chakras, but don't mess with them. Because unless you are a Ayurvedic specialist, an Ayurvedic doctor, chances are that you will throw something out of whack by putting too much focus where you shouldn't. So it's better to allow things to align by themselves. So she's going to be 1 o'clock. Vicky Pope. Really looking forward to this. You guys are going to be awestruck by the amount of love that she has for everyone. Imagine practicing the course since 1982 and being so full of enthusiasm. She's 77 and all she wants to do is love. And then Friday, we have, we're going to talk about the Claires. Karina. Hey, Joe. Let me get back in the chat here real quick. Joe, thank you so much. Joe says, so Yogi, guys, you want inspiration. Thrive and Glow with Joe might be the single greatest inspirational channel out there. What I want to say is, I hope you have, when I say that, I hope you have a little bit of doubt. And I hope you think there's all kinds of great inspirational channels. And you're right, there are. So have that little bit of doubt and then go check her out. And then come back and tell me that I was right. Carl says, I don't get inspiration. If you were to hang out with Joe, you would be inspired. Stepper says, there are more than 7 chakras to be activated. There are. Marlon, how are you? Adam says he's a little low on inspiration. Too, Carl. I wasted a lot of money in art school. Sal says, I got to go, Yogi. Appreciate you. Have a blessed day. And everyone in chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Guys, I'm going to be wrapping up. I just wanted to put out there. So again, Corinne's Zupko. Sorry. We're going to talk Course in Miracles, anxiety, using the course to help navigate through anxiety, as well as the clairs, using the clairs to clearly hear your inner guide, whatever you like to call that inner guide. What's it says? Laws except the supreme law of the land, Bill of Rights, Constitution, Declaration of Independence are the corrupt words of politicians with bad intentions. Carl says, how's Jill? I don't know. Hey, Tiger King. You have to go to jail, guys. Make it Lynchburg. That should be their slogan. They should have a billboard. If you have to go to jail, guys, this is the place to be. What's up, Tiger King? Tiger King, you just caught us in time. Law of One teaching mentions a total of 114 chakras in the human body, which includes the 7 major ones, 21 minor ones, and 86 micro chakras. Joe says, thank you so much, Yogi. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for everything you do. Joe's one of my favorite people. When I got monetized, it's been over a year now, Joe was the very first person to super chat me. I will always remember that. I always remember what a kind gesture that was. It's funny, a lot of things we might forget. The one thing that I hope none of us ever forget is those little tiny acts of kindness that someone just They go out of their way to do something kind. Carl says people don't comment on shorts, so goodbye. I comment on your shorts. I love you happy whatever day it is. I love you happy Wednesdays, you happy Thursdays, you happy Saturdays. Tiger King says, how is Nature Dog? Nature Dog was just here. Toy Pups was just here too. Lady Sky was up talking just a minute ago. And Big Al was in. Everyone in. Everyone was in. All our favorite people came by. Lady Sky's still here. Adam says, later, Carl, I will check out your shorts. Sissy says, but I am open to listening ear and student before the teacher. Hey, keep that great I am in mind for our guest tomorrow. Because one of the things that she talks about in her book is that I am presence. And that's in her book, that's what she is addressing, is the I am. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to go to bed. I appreciate everyone being here. Joe, thank you again. Chris, thank you again. We had a number of people who re-upped their memberships. Sissy, thank you for that. Very much appreciate it. I told you before that my goal, such as it is I think it's possible. 1,000+ subscribers who decide to get $1.99 membership just to support the channel. I like that thought. I like thinking in terms of possibilities. Good night, Joe. Carl says me and Yogi are live at the same time tomorrow. I thought you normally go live at 3 o'clock. You know I'll stop by, Carl. I got the omni love to all and to you as well. Okay, I'm going to see everyone later. Thanks again. Come on by, hang out with me tomorrow. Love you guys, and thank you. Thank everyone.